In this video, we're being asked to solve this equation, which means to find what the values of x could possibly be equal to, using the quadratic formula. Okay, you might be able to solve this without the quadratic formula, and that's fine. But in this video, we're going to show you how to do it with the quadratic formula. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is write down the quadratic formula. Okay, so the quadratic formula is x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. All of this is divided by 2a. Okay, now you might be saying, well, what is a, b, and c? Okay, that's the next thing we're going to do. Identify a, b, and c. Okay, the way we do that is by remembering this nice standard version of this equation that we're given here, which is simply ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Okay, so we can see which number values are going to equal a, b, and c. Okay, we have our equation given to us in the correct format already. So let's just see. What number is in front of the x squared? A 2. So we've got a equals 2. What number is in front of the x? We have a 3. So b equals 3. And what number do we have? What final number term do we have that's by itself with no variable? We have a negative 20. Now this is important. We have to make sure we keep the signs consistent. So in this example here, we see it's a plus c. So this means this negative needs to come with the 20. Okay? So c then is equal to negative 20. So now we have our values for a, b, and c. We can go ahead and we're just going to plug these in and then we're going to solve this. Okay? So b is 3. So we have negative 3 plus or minus the square root. B squared, that's 3 squared minus 4. A is 2. C is negative 20. Okay, and that whole thing is divided by 2a, where a is 2. Okay, let's go through and simplify. We've got our negative 3 plus or minus, and let's deal with under the square root. 3 squared is 9, and then we have this. We have minus 4 times 2, which would be minus 8, times minus 20. So that's actually going to be plus 160. Okay? And that whole thing is going to be over 2 times 2, which is 4. Okay, let's keep simplifying. So we've got negative 3 plus or minus 9 plus 160 is simply 169. And that's all over 4. Okay, we'll keep going. We've got negative 3 plus or minus. The square root of 16 is 13. And that's all over 4. So now we have two possibilities, okay? We have this plus or minus. So we're going to call them x1 and x2, okay? So x1 is going to be negative 3 plus 13 over 4, and x2 will be negative 3 minus 13 over 4, okay? So here we go. Negative 3 plus 13 is simply going to be 10 over 4. We can simplify this to 5 over 2. And our other possible solution for x, or root of x, or root of the equation, is negative 3 minus 13, which is going to be minus 16 over 4, which simplifies to negative 4. Okay, so we have two answers. We have 5 over 2 and we have -4. And that's how you can use the quadratic formula to find your two roots or your two values of x, your two solutions to an equation in this format, okay? ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. If you would like to learn how to quickly study for your GED exam online and get a new resume, then visit testprepskills.com.